Hey, Mother's Land community. It's Tanya out here in North Georgia. We're mid-July, and I thought maybe we would do a tour of the high tunnel. So, let me just say that we have lots and lots of male flowers on our squash. I've been trying to cut these back, guys, every week, the leaves back, to make it easier to be able to see. The ants are really enjoying the blooms. They really are, but I still am needing to come in here and pollinate. There's a squash. I'm still having to come out here and pollinate these. There's one that's not ready to open up yet, but we still have many of them. I'm also noticing that the zucchini also has lots of male blooms, but just not any female blooms at this time. Our tomato plants are doing really, really well. We have lots of tomatoes, lots of plants and lots of tomatoes. In order to get larger tomatoes, I have been cutting the blooms. So here's an example of one, and I just go through here and pull off at least half of the blooms, guys. I'm plucking them off, and I am feeding them the fish. They're not emulsions, it's something else. I can't think of the name of it, but it's not a heat process where I let the fish ferment, and I've been feeding them that, and that seems to be giving me larger tomatoes. I'll show you some. I went through here yesterday and picked them, and then as they are hitting the top of my greenhouse, I've been going through and cutting the top of them, but allowing a sucker or maybe two, a sucker or two, to start growing, to try to make up for that. Here's a larger one, a couple of larger ones on the same plant. Let me separate those. And again, I've been going through, you can tell where I have been taking off some of the blooms to help them to produce, there we go, to help them to produce larger tomatoes. I need to go up on that one and go ahead and cut off the top of that one. But I mean, it's still plenty of tomatoes, guys. It's still plenty of tomatoes. I just did a short asking you all if you recognize this brand of tomato. I've never seen it before, but I have two plants that are producing tomatoes like this, and these have been on the vine for a really long time. I'm wondering if they're going to change colors. I really am. Let's see, what else do we want to show? Let's go over here to our peppers. Peppers are doing wonderful, guys. I mean, we've had great success with our peppers for the last few years. And these are really hot, just like Matthew likes them. And so yesterday I went through here and took off at least 20, or if not more, and at least 6, I think, of the cayenne peppers. Wait a minute, those are cayennes, my bad. These are jalapenos. I went off through and took off at least 6 of the jalapenos. Here's one that's growing nicely. Yay. And success story for today is going to be my bell peppers, I think, because last year we didn't grow I think we grew 2 small bell peppers. But this year we have a plant that seems that it is going to produce lots and lots of peppers for us. You see blooms, and if you look closely, you will see peppers growing. You can see peppers growing, y'all. Yay. So that is exciting on that plant and on this plant. I've plucked a few off of both plants, but they seem like they are going to produce quite well for us. You see, this one has, oh my goodness, I think I've counted about 10 peppers, bell peppers. These are supposed to be red bell peppers. See those? They're all over the plant. So they're going to do quite well. The basil does well. This is not, this has, I think this may be some kind of oriental basil. It had it labeled as regular basil, but I'm smelling these and they don't quite smell. I have 3 plants of them. They don't quite smell, in my opinion, like the regular basil, or at least one of them doesn't. But they do still have a great lemony smell. They smell great. Right now, all I'm using the basil for is to cut to try to keep bugs back. All right. One last thing I want to show you guys. So all of those pinto beans that we had, I hung them up in the back and like this, just strung them up in the back of the high tunnel so that they could dry. You can see the beans on them, the bean pods on them. And then I'm going to take them off and put them in this sack, just a pillowcase. I'm going to put them in this sack and we're going to crush them up good inside the pillowcase. Just crack them up, the shells up, and then use a fan to separate the shells from the actual pinto beans. So I'm excited about that. Thank you, Mother's Land community. Be blessed. We'll see you. Bye-bye.